A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Nestled into a beautiful neighborhood in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College is home to the Alumni Stadium. Seating 44,000, this is a petite but beautiful stadium in the ACC. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Betts. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Lott. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires quickly. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Draw play, it's Betts. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Betts. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
7, Boston College, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Eagles offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship. It
makes the grab in their space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Wilson will throw. Under pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Addison. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Back to pass on second down. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Green.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Betts. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw, it's Lott. Unleashes one. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Finds the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right side, it's Urlacher. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rush is on. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw. Snags it. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Tremble. Oh, a lot of space. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it, and what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Throws it deep. Picked off to stop the threat. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Eagles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw one first. Back's got it on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lott. Going for 6. Touchdown, Syracuse. A great catch in the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the Boston College sidelines, developing story guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
He unleashes a long one, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. At the 45 on its way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This late in the half, here's the question, how aggressive will the play calling be? Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Lott. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Crimson Tide with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Alumni Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Handoff from the gun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll give it to him again. Jukes his way for more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Rid of it on the RPO. Turning it on.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Lott. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Left side, it's Betts. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And here comes the offense on second down. Might as well run him again. Swamped immediately.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Just smothered on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Back to throw. It's locked. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Quick give. It's Betts. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Out wide right, it's Tremble. Could not make his way to the corner. Syracuse will send out the punt team. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Addison. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Addison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. He's past the sticks. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Straight ahead, it's Addison. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Addison. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hits the hole. It's Addison. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Defense all over him.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Betts. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Betts. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Orange will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Got him right there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on. To the air, it's Ellis. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield.
Snags it, and there's running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Betts. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Defense in press coverage. Powers inside. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Syracuse, 24. Boston College, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wilson to pass. Stepping to the right. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man. He's past the marker and out of bounds. There are still 14 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for